Madam might have beat her case, but turned around and lost her life. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queensmen video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 4, episode number 16, the finale. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queensmen content and conversations. And we're going to go ahead and start with that explosive cliffhanger. This has definitely been a chaotic season and not in the best way, both on the page as well as in the actual story that we got to watch play out. I think there was a ton of like pacing issues and fumbling of like how they were navigating certain character story, but to arrive at the end of the season and to have Madam bleeding out in her office was not on my 2025 bingo cards. Do y'all think that Madam is dead? We're going to have to talk about that maybe in another video. But Madam gets shot, right? Shot, yes, because Midnight gets stabbed. Madam gets shot in her chest at the very end of this episode, and we don't know who done it, and we don't know if she's actually going to make it. And I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not even going to hold y'all with the live stream that Christian Keys did over the summer on his TikTok. Outing certain issues behind the scenes while filming, certain issues with cast members who are going to need to be moved and or like recast, and like adjustments that needed to be made to create a more healthy filming environment for the show. And then to see like, and it be speculated, because this is alleged, it be speculated that Midnight was one of them, and then to watch him be stabbed by Renee at the end of the episode, to watch Madam actually get shot in her chest, seemingly like a fatal wound. I'm concerned because I'm like, was this a series finale and we just don't know it yet? BET Plus and BET don't necessarily do a wonderful job of promoting the show and communicating well in advance of like, oh, this show got picked up for season 5, or this show got picked up for this. So we have yet to see any type of a renewal announcements, but we don't typically get renewal announcements. We just get announcements that it's premiering, or we are, getting behind the scenes from different actors, like they are saying that they're on set filming, and that's how we know that another season is coming. But I haven't seen any news, either cancellation and or renewal. And if this is the way that it ends, I'm like, damn, is this all that we get with these characters? And that's just it? And we just gonna have to deal? Like the end of a whole era with Madam losing her life in her office, and she did all of that for what? For what? Now, I'm going to reach out as best I can, and I'm going to do some digging and figure out what's going on. Are we getting to season 5? What information I can pull up? So make sure that you subscribe, and I will keep you guys posted the moment that I know something new. It was very interesting watching Madam navigate this episode, because at the very top of it, we get to see her be basically acquitted. Like they rule that she's not guilty on all 3 charges that she's presented with: the murder, the assault, the intimidation, I think it also was. And we already knew that was kind of going to happen. The way they played out this particular moment, I wish they would have leaned more into like how that actually happened, because if we were to just look at the 2 cases being made by the attorneys, Madam's side as well as the prosecution, on paper they should have voted her as guilty, because she looked very guilty. The prosecution did a wonderful job of presenting a wonderful case. So I was like wondering if Madam had any type of intimidation going on, if she had any type of plants in the jury pool, something else that could help tip the scales in her favor. And it's not really clear once we get to the point of them announcing it. And at the top of the episode, we get Madam praying because she's concerned. She thinks that this could go another way, and she's reaching out to Jesus himself, like, please don't put me in jail. Too many people depend on me. And I ain't gonna hold y'all, while I'm watching her, I'm just like, girl, you ain't saying nothing but a word, because so what? People depend on you. You talking about something, you ain't never harmed nobody that didn't deserve it. You lie, you lie, you lie. And I love Madam down, but it's giving, girl, they need to put your ass under the jail, because you are very diabolical, Miss Girl, and you do not operate with enough emotional control and constraint to truly wield the power that you actually have in a way that is not harmful to others. She's like praying, I never hurt anybody that didn't deserve it. Well, I'm sorry for anybody who got caught in the crosshairs. So you hurt some people that didn't deserve it, Miss Girl. Why are we lying to Jesus, ma'am? Why are we lying to Jesus? We don't gotta do that. Editing Erica here, y'all. I totally missed the scene where Madam paid off the 4 women and she said that she swayed all of the jurors. So, just disregard that part of the review. When Doc got on stage, I kind of checked out because I don't really care about Doc. I feel like El Fuego is the best dancer, and I was just like, oh, it's a solo dance. I don't need to pay attention to this. And that scene fed into Madam talking to the four women, so I completely missed it. So again, go ahead and like just ignore what I said, because I'm like, they should have given us some additional context of how this actually happened, but they did. I just tuned it out. So that's my bad. I also forgot to talk about Babyface, who has his car repossessed, has additional back child support summons put on him in this episode. And the funniest thing about the whole thing is that the back child support was freaking filed by Quincy's ass. Quincy is not taking his foot off the gas or his foot off his father's neck, and I absolutely love it. So not only are you homeless, you're carless, and you owe additional back child support to a grown-ass kid. Y'all, that was absolutely hilarious to me, and I'm sorry, when I first recorded this video, I did not bring that up, so just wanted to add that in there. But then throughout the rest of the episode, we get to see her come back to Eden, and then they celebrate. Everybody's excited that she, you know, is ruled not guilty. There's a quick moment between her and her sisters. Carla does not go through with putting Toni down. She makes a deal with Toni to get Maddie B's, and Carla's gonna leave and take Jean's club that she just got. And again, the pacing, y'all, because Jean just died in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago. You just lied to his lawyer in the last episode. And you mean to tell me you already took control of his property in this episode? Mind you, the max amount of days that are passing between these episodes is 1. Like, I need the Tyler Perry whole part of it all his productions, to do a better job of managing time when it comes to these stories. But again, I digress. Toni, Carla has Toni in the field. She about to put a bullet in her head. Girl, you want to say some last words? So we get a whole moment with the sisters. Toni's begging, baby, please don't shoot me. You don't want to kill me. You don't want to kill me. Like, we could work this out. We need to go against Madam. And I'm just like, you are 2 jealous hoes who think that you are entitled to what your sister has fought and killed for. Simply because what? Because you 2 birds? Because you 2 simpletons? Because you her sister? Like, it's one thing to like want to pass the wealth around and family businesses that, but Carla, you ain't helping her ass. If anything, you always got your damn hand out. I have yet to see you come to Madam and be like, yo, how can I actually get down? There's no reason, in my opinion, because I actually like the Carla character, aside from you being a damn hater and allowing your jealousy to move you and make you make stupid ass decisions like trusting Toni's ass. But there's no reason why Carla could not be Madam's blue. You are her older sister. You are also supposed to be about that life. Why in the hell aren't you seek and destroy to protect your sister at all costs? Then you would have been able to come up right with her. Then you would have been able to have a beautiful house just like her. She was talking to Toni, talking about something. Oh, I was in her house and it was beautiful. I would never tell her that, but it was beautiful. You had y'all's father sitting in his own piss and shit in the middle of a random ass, rundown ass living room when you thought that his ass was incapacitated. You lucky that your father ain't on your ass about that. This man had to lie and had to play impotent because the FBI was on his ass, and if he had his wits about him, they was going to put him under the jail. So they gave him to you to take care of because he was seemingly senile, and you let the man sit for days on end in his own piss and shit, and you want to tell me that you can run Eden? You want to tell me that you're supposed to be a big bad boss down at Maddie B's? You want to tell me that Cadillac should have never gave it to Toni? He should have gave it to you? When you was trying to do him greasy while he's still above ground? Carla, please. And at some point, I need her to start to realize that I thought Carla had a little bit more sense than that. We didn't see her over the course of these last few seasons doing a bunch of different things. She done gone to the concierge, try to make a deal with him. That didn't work. Madam had to stab you in your heart because y'all fighting down at that damn hospital. Like, y'all done been through so much that at this point, you should be able to understand you're never going to be able to beat her. So why don't you damn join her? But instead, you choose to join Toni's ass only for her to backstab you by the end, throw your ass out of Maddie B's and tell you ain't getting a damn thing. She just wanted to get her ass up off them knees in the middle of that field and get from in front of your gun. Now she ain't gonna never get in a car with you again. So even if you're gonna try to kill her, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder because her head is on a swivel knowing that you want to kill her. So congratulations. You played yourself. And y'all, I'm done with Toni. So I wasn't gonna feel no type of way if Carla would have put 2 in her. Something is wrong with her. The best thing that Carla said off this whole damn episode is that Amp is weak, because she ain't lied about that. But I hate when y'all put me in a position to defend characters that I hate, or defend the things that characters that I hate say. I don't like Toni, but I damn sure don't like Amp. Amp ass is weak. What the hell was that with them having Dom running to the restaurant hollering and screaming about, what did you do to Amp? What did you do to Amp? Dom, please. I don't like Toni, but why are you in here hysterical on some bullshit? You already know that this lady is stupid. You already know that this lady is ridiculous. She has embedded all types of mommy issues in this game. You thought that running in here on a lunch hour, hollering and screaming hysterically was going to do something? I said, Dom, please. Turn your ass around and go ahead. Again, the best thing that Toni said all episode is that Amp is weak, because he is. And you running around here hollering and screaming about this weak ass man. He's fighting for his sobriety. He needs to fight harder. Because he still did you dirtier than 16 rats in the damn street, and you over here zapping out about his ass. But the biggest part for me about Dom is that she actually took her ass to the clinic, y'all, and she considered an abortion. Baby, I did a video talking about this was one of her options, but I don't know if I ever really registered that she was really going to consider it, because when Tyler puts these little options, and when the women get pregnant, they automatically have to keep the baby. They never really explore the options of abortion. And for me, there's certain decisions that I know that I would make, which is why I don't put myself in certain circumstances. But you still need to be able to consider all your options. I think that there's way too many people having children out of spite. There's way too many people having children out of accident. There's way too many people having children and don't never even want to be parents, or don't even want to make changes in their life to be good parents. And the way that you are set up, where you have this downright devotion to this doofy ass, weak ass man Amp, while also this potentially being Big D's baby, and he don't want it, or is not ready for it, and Amp can't get his anger issues together between that man, this seems like a very valid path to consider. Now, we don't know if she goes through with it, but we know that by the end of the episode, she's considering it, and I ain't mad at it. It's probably one of the smartest decisions, or one of the smartest course of actions and thoughts that we have seen her have in quite a while, because I've already spoken on how Dom as a character has shifted so terribly, and I really just want more for her, but now she's just reduced to Amp's girlfriend and a bird. So here's one for her coming out of birddom. We don't really get much with Blue in this episode. She just really plays sidekick. She tries to get Madam to rest. Am I remembering correctly? Yeah, I don't remember Blue doing too much of nothing this episode. Smoke takes out DA Rods, and I'm like, damn, that's quick. Y'all gonna take out a district? All right. How does Detective Davis have so many lives? How does she live to come after you another day? She didn't have her whole outburst in the courthouse when you were ruled not guilty, but you send Smoke after DA Rods. I ain't judging your operation and how you move, madam. I just got a couple questions. I don't know if Midnight is going to be gone for good, but it's giving he's finna bleed out in this room. Renee talking about something, if I can't have you, nobody will. Stab, 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 stab. Damn, girl, you're mad. You're really mad, like big mad. Wow. That's all I got. I don't really have no sympathy, y'all. I don't think nothing. I think that Midnight has kind of been coasting this whole time, like for a while. And I literally last breakdown was like, they're gonna have to start killing dancers because it's getting boring, it's getting redundant, it's no real stakes, like nothing is actually happening. And this episode, I think that Midnight is dead. I think that they killed his ass. Rest in peace. Now, talking about dancers, y'all, why they have El Fuego beat the hell out of Big D? And the crazy thing is, when he first hit him, I said, beat his ass, El Fuego. Then he started to beat his ass. I said, oh, can they hear me? He beat that man like he stole something. And I was just so damn proud. He had Big D looking all types of black and blue. And I said, you know what? Hell yeah. Because what in your sick ass mind made you think it was okay to go find a burner phone and play on El Fuego's phone as if somebody had watched y'all do these greasy ass acts, knowing that this boy had never done anything like this and this is not in him? Like, what did you actually get out of it? Oh, okay, a couple knuckle sandwiches and some black eyes. That's what you got out of it. Hope is that funny to you. Hope you enjoyed the joke and or kiki. I don't feel sorry for Big D at all. But I said, El Fuego, let me find out. Also, El Fuego child, you moved the bodies because you were worried about being found out, but you moved the bodies to the land that Madam had eminent domain next to Maddie B, so it could be a child center. And Madam has to, when she's breaking ground, she digs up a damn that, and it feels intentional because he goes to it and then he has a moment where he walks off and he's looking, and I'm like, El Fuego about to tumble this whole damn empire internally on the sneak tip, on the low, because he's sick of everybody in their shit. And I'm like, please, yes, I can do this. Yes, we about to launch into the concierge and Madam going at it again. She gonna try to kill him, he gonna try to kill her. But if the show becomes El Fuego taking down Madam and the whole everything that she got while she's too preoccupied with the concierge, I am here for that being season 5, 100%. Because they've been playing in El Fuego's face for way too long. He's been coasting on the back burner. He didn't been to jail. You didn't try to kill his ass in jail. You didn't set him up. You didn't kill the love of his life. You didn't put that man through so much, and he was always supposed to be the safe one. He was always supposed to be the clean dancer that made everything look legit. Y'all crossed the line when you decided to engage him in all these criminal activities outside of his preview, and then kill the love of his life. So now he need to be coming back like John Wick, and I'm not mad at it. I am here for El Fuego Breaking Bad. I've been calling for it for like at least a season and a half now. And him breaking bad and coming at Madam, holding Madam accountable. I fear they ate that. They ate that. Because it was a choice for him to be paranoid and move the bodies because he's so concerned, But to intentionally move the bodies to that particular place because you know what the optics was going to give, and you know that maybe Madam was going to get off, and then she come to do this, and now the investigation gets to start up again. Yeah, El Fuego. Okay, boo. We see you, honey. We see you. And I think that's pretty much it. Doc has to handle Naima, but that feels like such a low stakes storyline. Like, Miss Girl just outside with the damn big ass poster protest to talk about some Doc drugged her. And since she ain't got no damn job to go to, she got plenty of time and space and opportunity to make his life a living hell. Doc is gonna wind up killing Naima, but that to me again is not that big of a deal. Unless she's gonna be behind orchestrating Doc going to jail. Like if she teams up with Detective Davis next season and Doc actually goes to jail, I don't actually give a damn about this storyline, but it happened. And I think that's pretty much it. It was a very eventful season finale. It felt like a lot of things were rushed, but I'm not mad at the nuggets that we got. I'm not mad at the place that we're leaving off. To have Madam fighting for her life at the end of the season, that does feel like a very brilliant choice for me. Because she has been able to coast for so long and make it out of things for so long, seemingly untouched, right? Like everybody around her gets touched, but she don't get touched. And now she got touched. I wonder if, no, because Blue didn't want to leave. Blue wasn't in on it. We definitely got some things to talk about, some predictions to make. And I'm going to have a couple other All the Queen's Men videos coming after this episode breakdown. So be on the lookout for that. And again, if you haven't subscribed so you don't miss out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you Let's Talk TV with, and I'll see you in the next one.